Hello, it's me, Daniel, and in this short video I show you how to use all of those materials, wood materials. But before, let me remember that I have Instagram when I'm publishing all of my materials, and also two places when I'm selling them: on Gumroad, a lot of them, and pro versions on Blender Market. So let's create new file, general, delete this, add monkey, subdivide monkey, and then append pro wood to our scene. Click append, material, and you can choose only one of them, all or all of them. Click append. Now in material settings, choose any type you want, and there you go. You can immediately work with those textures, but if you want to know what is inside of them, let's move to shading. Change environment to that because I don't like a green one. Make off those things. And now, all of wood materials are pretty the same, but with different settings. Let's choose the first one. First of all, let's look at the wood material. You can Google it inside Blender and plug object to vector. Why object? Because if we add an empty and choose it in texture coordinates, now if you move or scale or rotate, texture will also rotate. Let's off empty and then go to wood node. It has a lot of outputs and inputs. Let's check them all. Variant is variant 1, variant 2, and variant 3 and 4 are different presets for wood texture. You can make your own preset inside wood node by adding them to this thing, to this wave texture, and then plug it to another variant. What is W is about? I'll show you a useful trick. If we copy monkey sometimes and we want texture to be different on each of them but without changing settings, so this is W. This is what about W. Add object info node and math. Change it to multiply, plug random into multiply, change it to maybe 20 and plug to W's. And now our textures are different on different monkeys. Rings scale is for scaling, is for changing number of rings. Factor distortion is a twisting texture. Distortion, distort texture. And detail scale is changing details. Color mix is for changing color mix output. We need this color mix to make color of texture a little bit more random. Then micro details, those one to make wood more realistic. Rings changing number of rings, and rays changing thickness of those dots. W, you know, W. Rotation is rotate them. Quantity is for quantity. You can make it 1, you can make it 100, or you can make it 20. Thickness is for thickness, distortion is for distortion, and detail is changing distortion level. So let's delete it and let's see what's all of this about. Screen mix is mixing any of variant that you mostly like with color mix. Multiply mixing micro details and screen result. All of those nodes is for you can change brightness, contrast, value, hue. This mask graph texture is to make color a lot more realistic. For example, look at this, and this multiply add cracks to texture. Bump node is important because it gives a lot of roughness to wood and make it really realistic. You can change high to make it more rough. Those two nodes is for realistic roughness map. Make it lower to make it more smoother. This displacement node is to make our cracks deep. Plug displacement into displacement, and the displacement works only in cycles, but we need a little bit light. As you can see, it's already displacing, but this is not good enough. Change render to cycle, we already done it. Support to experimental, and make sure that you have a GPU compute. Then turn on adaptive subdivision and make sure that displacement on displacement and bump. And now our cracks are deep. We can make it deeper. And remember, you can make it thicker. Oh, we have those artifacts because our displacement is too high, 0.08, or we can fix it with Meteor. I'm trying to find a better angle to see cracks. This is it. Now we can see cracks. It have a bad details on cracks because we are in the working mode, but if we render this, it will be good looking cracks. And of course, if you're using displacement, it's better to off multiply, and now it looks more natural. So this is it. Now you know how to use wood materials. Subscribe, press likes, and see you next time, comrade.